This is Law of Attraction Explored. I'm Tim Grimes. If you'd like a free guide that explains the hidden link between relaxation and the Law of Attraction, or if you want more information about my books or my coaching, you can visit radicalcounselor.com. Enjoy the episode. So I thought we could do a meditation. You can close your eyes or leave them open, whatever you prefer. Just let your body relax. You can be sitting down. You can be lying down. Just relax. Again, we're not trying to do anything here. The type of meditation that I guide you through on this podcast, generally speaking, is not attempting to do anything specific to you. We are not trying to achieve something specific right now. We are not trying to manifest a certain desire right now. We're not trying to do anything. We're just relaxing. And when we relax, we might notice that there's more friction, there's more resistance to relaxing than we might expect. And as I always say, that is okay. With this type of meditation, all the flaws, all the resistance, all the friction is part of it. The cars driving in the background, a truck honking its horn, people yelling, the silence. It's all part of it. It all is the same. It really is. And that's what we're relaxing into. So this meditation is without a specific goal, and it's without a specific technique, unless you consider just relaxing into what's happening right now a technique, which it really isn't. Just being here now. And when we do this, and we just be here now, relax into this moment, we see that the friction, the resistance, it's not really there unless we make it there. Unless we think it's there. Which in everyday living, we usually do. We create friction and resistance that really, when we slow down and relax into the moment like this, we realize doesn't actually exist. We create and buy into resistance based on stimuli, based on previous reactions. We buy into this sense of resistance that's purely mental, purely imaginative. And when we relax in the way we're relaxing right now, we realize it doesn't actually exist. What exists is right now. In so many meditation and manifesting techniques, have you buy into something? Have you buy into the visualization? Have you buy into the concept that your imagination is God? Have you buy into the concept that affirming a certain thing will get you it? And the effectiveness of those techniques is largely predicated on whether you believe it. Whether you believe the technique to be true. And we don't need to judge this one way or the other. This is just essentially a fact of how manifesting techniques, specific manifesting techniques, work a lot of the time, as we have discussed and as we have gone into detail about in episodes where we look at the power of your subconscious mind and some of the things that Joseph Murphy explains about expectancy and faith and belief. If you believe in a technique, generally speaking, it will work. But again, that's not what we're doing here. When we do these type of meditations. If there's a point to this meditation, which there is not in reality, but if you want to create a point to this meditation, beyond just relaxing into this, which is all there is, if you feel compelled to stack something on top of it to make more sense of it rationally, which can be useful, if we wish to do that, to make sense of what this is in relation to a technique for manifesting, this is a way to make sense of it rationally. It's just to understand what I'm about to tell you. And that is this. You are the technique. You are the technique. You are the technique. If a manifesting technique works for you, it's because you believe it. And if a manifesting technique does not work for you, it's because you do not believe it. At least generally speaking. And if you want to make a connection with that and what we're doing right now, an interesting connection to make is this: that the technique is actually you. That's why certain techniques don't work for everybody. Specific techniques, specific manifesting tools, specific quote-unquote spiritual tools, they don't work for everybody. They're highly individualized. And why is that? Because you are the real technique. You are the real tool. It is you. All you. But of course, the larger point is, here we are relaxing into the moment. And there's just this. There's a natural abundance. A natural sense of flow and peace. That's always there. And we react and buy into stimuli, buy into the thoughts that tell us that it is not so. But even though that we buy into those thoughts that it is not so, does not mean that it is not so. It is so, whether you see it or not, whether you recognize it or not, whether you manifest that certain thing or not. None of that matters right now. All that's intellectual in your head. This is not in your head. Right now is happening right now. And if you struggle with this, if this makes you uncomfortable, just relax into it more. And if you think this is nonsense, that's fine too. Just because we think something is not so does not make it not so. I've heard so many esoteric and exotic theories from good law of attraction teachers concerning the nature of reality and how things are supposed to work and the universal order of things. But all those explanations, they never added up for me as much as this. And the deepest spiritual teachings that I felt connected to, all they really do is point to this. They just point to it. You can either go there or not. You don't have to go there ever. It doesn't matter if you go there. No one's going to give you a ribbon if you go there. But you can go there. And be there. Right now. And a short meditation like this lets you go there if you want. But I want to be clear with you that I don't care if you come or not. If you want to go, you should go. But there's no force. And there's no exotic explanation needed for why you need to go. There's just this. And that's enough.